Hey guys, so today we're looking at some strength work to begin with and then a 9-minute AMRAP to finish. So beginning with every 3 minutes times 3, so you're doing this for 3 rounds guys, 20 floor press, 20 alternating dumbbell rows. You get 3 minutes to complete it. Once you've finished it, you can chill until it clicks over for the next round. Once we've done that, exactly the same format, but this time we're doing 20 bicep curls and then 20 push-ups. And then finally the last one, 20 side bends and then 20 tuck-ups. Once you've finished all of those, you're looking at the 9-minute AMRAP, 6 dumbbell squat cleans, 6 dumbbell push press, and then a 100-meter run. So nice, short and sharp. Your warm-up today is a 6-minute EMOM. You're looking at shoulder circles, half knee windscreen wipers, and then an inchworm walkout. And then we're just going to finish with the 2 rounds, 30 seconds hollow hold, 10 leg raises to warm up that midline. So the shoulder circles, super simple guys, looking for a nice big range of motion to get the shoulders nice and warm. So you can go forwards, you can go backwards, you can do some self hugs, you can come up and down. Just looking to hit really nice big range of motion to get those shoulder girdles nice and warm. Then you're moving on to the half knee windscreen wipers. So laying down flat on the floor, arms out in that T position, you bring your knees up, you're going to drop them to the side and then switch and come to the other side. And we're working for about 40 seconds on this. Once you've done those, the last minute of the inchworm walkout. So standing up tall at the top, you're going to keep your legs straight if you can. You're going to walk out as far as you can. And then walk your feet in, back towards your hands. If you need to put a slight bend in the knee, that's absolutely fine guys, but if you can keep them straight, you'll mobilise the hamstrings at the same time. Then looking at the 2 rounds of 30 seconds hollow hold. So coming down to the ground, lower back and bumming onto the floor, and everything else is going to be raised. If we need to scale, we can bring one knee in and the hand forward. So 30 seconds of those. And once we've done that, looking at the leg raises, so laying down flat, bringing the legs up and down. Nice and slow if you can, just to get that midline nice and warm. Once we've done the warm-up, we're moving on to the first every 3 minutes times 3, so floor press and alternating dumbbell row. So the floor press, very similar to a bench, short range of motion so it can go nice and heavy if you've got the weights at home. Lay down flat, making sure that you bend the knees to keep the back in a nice neutral position. Holding either 1 or 2 dumbbells, you're going to press up and come back down. Cool, if you've got the double, the weight starts facing that way, and then as we press up, we twist to touch the ends at the top and then come back down. So just a slight rotation through the shoulder to finish the rep off. And then you're looking at your dumbbell rows. So I maybe do 10 and 10 on each side. You can bend. You can either do this leaning on something if you want to, or you can do it freestanding. So bend through the hip, keep the back nice and straight and the knees bent. The shoulder stays back and engaged, and we row the weight up into the chest. Cool. Again, making sure we don't relax through that lower back, and you keep the shoulder back, so I'm not dropping down super low. I'm keeping those shoulders pulled back as I pull back into the chest. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Or you can alternate if you want to, it's just a bit of a faff. So once we've done that, we'll see 3 times 3, you've got your bicep curls. So standing up nice and tall, just row the weight up, touch at the shoulder and bring it back down, making sure that we're not swinging back and forward, so we're not using that hip drive to generate force. Should all be through the bicep as we put it up. Again, if you've got doubles, great. If not, just go for the single rep. And then moving on to your push-ups. So coming down onto the ground, spread the fingers nice and wide, drop the chest down to the deck, push back up. Again, if we need to, we can drop down to the knees. If you can do the full variation of the push-up, but 20 might be too many, then scale the reps down rather than dropping down to your knees, just because you'll get more benefits from it. So scale the reps down if you need to, just so you can get the full variation. And then finally guys, we've got the side bends, so 20 side bends. Again, super short range of motion, really great to work your obliques, so you can go super heavy on this if you've got the weight at home. Standing up nice and tall at the top, we drop down to the side and come back up. Just making sure that as you come up, we're standing up nice and tall. We go down the way that the weight's on that side, and then stand back up. See a lot of people that kind of think they should dip this way. It's not really working there, so you want to go down the way that the weight is, and then come back up that side. Just make sure you don't tip forwards or back, because we want to work the sides. And then your tuck-ups, put down on the floor. Start in that hollow body position. Sit up, knees into the hips, and down. Cool. Once you finish that, you've finished your strength work, and we're moving on to the AMRAP. So it's 9 minutes long. You've got your 6 dumbbell squat cleans. So weight starts on the ground. Catch it up in the shoulder, in the bottom of that squat, and then stand the weight all the way up. And then moving on to your push press, that dip and press overhead. And then finally, you've got either a 100-meter sprint, or if you're inside, I'd maybe do about 30 seconds just on the spot. And that's your session for today, guys. Hope it goes okay. Have a lovely day.